Live. I'm your host, Dan Kroll, and our star-studded episode of Soap Central Live continues. One of the things that a lot of people love about soaps are the glitzy, splashy soap opera weddings. And one of the most talked about weddings in soap opera history, at least recent soap opera history, is the upcoming wedding of Jason Morgan and Sam McCall on General Hospital. Now, anyone who's visited the SoapCentral.com message boards knows that GH fans are very passionate about how they feel about Jason and Sam as a couple. And they're just as passionate about how they thought their wedding would play out. And needless to say, it's not quite what fans expected. But when I talked to Kelly Monaco and Steve Burton a little bit ago, they both told me that they think Jason and Sam's wedding in a Chinese food restaurant is perfect and really just the way that it should be. So let's take a listen to a little bit of that interview, as well as Kelly Monaco's very interesting campaign to help save daytime and her work on the upcoming series Dirty Soap. Here is my interview with Emmy winner Steve Burton and Emmy nominee Kelly Monaco.
Hey, Dan, how are you?
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Kelly. Hey, Steve. How are you?
We're doing good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Wonderful. You know, one of the things that I think everybody who watches the soaps knows is that the soaps are known for their big, splashy weddings. So were you guys surprised when you got the script and find out that Jason and Sam would be getting married in a Chinese restaurant?
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, we were
delighted.
We were very pleasantly surprised,
Yes.
Dan, because we didn't want to have one of those big weddings that you've just talked about. And we didn't really know what was going to happen until we got the script, and I think that was probably the day before.
Yeah.
So we were really happy that we got married that way for their characters to kind of finally take the next step with marriage and their next chapter in their life. To do it that way was just was a good move by Garen Wolf. It was great for our characters, and you know, you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get the traditional and non-traditional. After the Chinese restaurant wedding, we do go back to the actual ceremony and see friends and family, but we unfortunately have to tell them that we are married, and they're very upset with us.
I guess considering the way that the soap weddings usually go when they're big and fantastic, it's probably not a bad idea to keep it sort of low-key.
Well, being specific for these characters, I think it's a good idea to keep it low-key. It's just not in I didn't think from the very beginning
That they would do.
that they would do. No.
They were teasing us, I think, too.
Yes, they sure did.
Yeah.
I mean, I even went with the really expensive dress.
Yeah. So did
that
I.
I wore for 10 minutes.
My dress was all leather. It was really weird.
So will we get to see this leather dress, or was that left on the cutting room floor?
No, that was left. I don't know. We have the honeymoon today we're shooting, so we'll find out if the leather dress comes out.
I am vying to get Steve half naked.
I don't know about that, Dan.
Yes, Jan,
Kelly needs to settle down.
we need to see his pecs.
You know, better that.
We want some skin. I think that's what's missing in daytime, and I think if
Really?
Steve wants to save the whole world of
Don't do
daytime
that.
soap operas, then he needs to start taking his clothes off a little bit more.
Dan, that's a damn lie.
No, it isn't. It's bring it back to the sexy time.
Wow.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's either.
What do you think,
It's
Dan?
either that or some sort of crazy mummers parade outfit, maybe.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's not a Philadelphian. He doesn't know what a mummer
Yeah.
parade outfit looks like.
Yeah. No. Nor do I want to, actually. But we're having fun on the show. It's been a lot of fun shooting the new stuff, and this next week is going to be great. Franco comes back, so we got the wedding and we got Franco in the same week. So we're looking forward to it.
I was just going to ask that. I'm sure James Franco is a really nice guy, you know, saving the apes and all that other great stuff. But every time he comes back to the show, Steve, he's causing trouble for Jason. What is his problem?
I think he likes them.
I don't know what the
actually.
problem is. There's a little bit of
There's a little man crush.
abnormal obsession, but hey, you know, we'll take it. He's generous enough to come back, and he has a lot of fun, and we have him. You know, we have fun having him there. So it's all good. It's all good for the awareness of the show and General Hospital, and you know, hopefully we'll stay on another 50 years.
I'm knocking on wood and crossing fingers and all kinds of other stuff. I hope so too. One of the other things that
always comes up when you two come into the conversation is how passionate the fans are about Jason and Sam as a couple. I know that you guys are on Twitter, and I know that you get to see what the fans are saying, but were either of you surprised by exactly how passionate the fans are about this couple?
No, I was not surprised. Were you?
No.
I mean, because they've been vocal for years.
Yeah, we've had a great following for a long time, and I think they've been very patient with the non-progression of our relationship.
Yes.
That once the wedding was announced, everybody got excited. ABC sent the date out way before we even knew we were getting married. So it's I think it's an exciting time for Jason and Sam fans.
Just as a quick aside to this, I know that, Kelly, you are quite comfortable now, I guess, with being in front of the camera for work. Was it different to be in front of the camera outside of work for Dirty Soap?
Oh, gosh, yes. It's extremely different. Listen, I think anything I can do right now to raise awareness to daytime television and bring more viewers or maybe a different generation of viewers into watching soap operas is like the goal for my participation in Dirty Soap. And yeah, you are going to get to see a side of daytime that you've never seen before, behind the scenes, and sort of how that whole machine works. And you're also going to get to know me on a much more personal level. So to answer your question, to wake up with cameras in your house is quite different than sitting in a hair and makeup chair, having proper lights, and waiting for them to yell, cut.
It's interesting that you're saying that that's your part to get soap fans and a new generation, and you're trying to get Steve to take his clothes off. Does that seem to be a fair balance there?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's pretty much her whole day.
My whole day.
The whole day's booked after that.
Yep. If I can our fans are so loyal and so amazing. If I tweeted right this second, like, I need to band and get Steve's shirt off for today, we would probably have a couple 100,000 people responding immediately in a chant to get his top off.
Stop.
I mean, what girl has to beg a guy to take his freaking shirt off, for crying out loud?
You.
Why? That's what I'm saying. Like, why do I have to beg for it all the time?
Well, back with Sonny, he'll take his off.
Oh, man. He will, too.
Oh, my goodness. I think we have maybe time for one more question. You guys were mentioning that the fans found out about the wedding probably before you did. The GH publicity department actually sent me a little Chinese food takeout box of fortune cookies, so that made me think, what's been, I know, right? What
was in your fortune?
Well, there's just been some good ones, General Love ones. What I was going to ask you is what have been the best or worst fortunes that you may have gotten over the years? Mine is I got one that said, "You will die and be missed." I thought it was the worst fortune cookie ever.
That's funny.
Thanks a lot.
Man, that's a funny fortune cookie. You know what? I can't really say what. I don't even remember the last time I opened a fortune cookie or ate Chinese food.
Well,
so I'll let Kelly answer that.
I actually...
Top ramen does not count.
No, I eat Thai food a lot, and it comes with fortune cookies. And I think I just got one the other day, and I put it up on my refrigerator. And I don't remember what it said, but it said something about change and something. But I think a bad fortune would be something like, things aren't looking so good. like...
Dan, did you
life
say
is going to get a whole lot worse?
You're going to die and you will be missed? Because it could have said you're going to die and not be missed.
Yeah.
Well, either way, you don't want a fortune cookie to talk about death. Come on.
No, you don't. Really.
It's terrible. It's a terrible joke.
I was a pissed off person.
Did somebody put that in there
specifically?
That was your first fortune ever?
No, it was the worst one. I remember.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah, I remember getting it.
Oh, that wasn't the
I
one
like
ABC
the fortune.
sent you?
I like the fortunes in the bazooka, the old school bazooka bubblegum wrappers. Those ones are normally pretty fun.
Well, I
Good
will.
segue to gum.
It really is. I will leave you with this. This is from
Please, leave us.
the fortune cookie from the ones that GH sent, and it says, "Love is right around the love is around the corner, but is it right or left?" So that's probably a good way to sum up what's going on the show.
That is, because we do get married, but Franco's always around the corner, so we'll see what happens.
Damn him.
Damn him, yes.
Well,
damn
What's
him.
the left?
He could be right or left.
I thought you meant like you could be right or you could get left.
Oh.
Well, you
Like
could.
you could get left at the
If you
altar,
keep talking,
or
you
could...
can be left. You will be left.
and I won't be right.
Thank God Jason doesn't talk on the show. 'Cause now you know.
Oh, my goodness.
Now you know why I choose not to talk. Just let her talk.
Oh, my goodness.
So.
Well, thank you, Kelly.
That would be right.
That's right.
Thanks, Kelly.
And the
thanks, Steve.
no problem. The last fortune cookie is Jason will not take his shirt off. There you go.
And Sam has left.
And Kelly, you'll have to get on Twitter to see if we can get those couple 100,000 people to say otherwise.
I'm on it right now. I'm on it.
Alrighty, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
My thanks again to Kelly Monaco and Steve Burton. General Hospital airs weekdays on ABC. Check your local listings for the time and channel in your area. And in case you're wondering, Jason and Sam's wedding plays out all next week. So that is from September 19th through the 23rd. And there's an appearance, as Steve mentioned, by James Franco as Franco, starting on the 20th. If you'd like to get a little bit of a sneak peek of the wedding, you can head over to SoapCentral.com/radio, and there is an exclusive little video clip of what you'll see play out on General Hospital. It's definite must-see, and it doesn't give away too much, so if you still want to have a little bit of surprise, you can definitely head on over again to SoapCentral.com/radio.